Now, I know that 100,000 subscribers is already quite a few weeks in the past, but I promised you we're gonna have a special video about it, so that is what we're gonna do right now. And while we're already on our way to the 120k mark, which is absolutely crazy, you guys are insane, right? I still want to take this time to thank you for everything that you have done for me, for the channel, for all your support since this channel started in late 2022. And we're also going to have a giveaway sponsored by Digital Extremes, the developers of Warframe, who were very generous with what they're offering. More on that later in the video. Just for now, real quick, give me 1 second. I want to show you this bad boy right here. Come on, camera, go sharp. Camera here, camera, there we go. This is absolutely insane. Presented to MHBlacky for passing 100k subscribers. I know this sounds like it's super standard, every YouTuber says the same thing, when they reach milestones and they thank the community, but it really comes from the bottom of my heart, because this wouldn't have been possible without you, without every single one of you, every like, every comment, everything you've done for the channel. Truly, while you only know me since 2022, the truth is that I've been on YouTube for more than 10 years already. I've spent so much time on this platform, on various channels. My old German channel, I did Monster Hunter stuff, which is where the MH comes from, right? But yeah, because of that, and because of the fact that I have quite the rich YouTube history in terms of years and what I've done over all those past years, I want to take this video to invite you to a little trip down memory lane on what happened before MHBlacky English started in late 2022, what happened in the more than 10 years before that, and I would say, let's go check it out right now, shall we? Alright, so I want to start this story back in 2010, which is when my German MHBlacky channel first saw the light of day. Everything that was before that and involved me and the YouTube platform is way too embarrassing to talk about, okay? Let's just forget that that ever existed, and we will all have a better day. Trust me. So yeah, 2010 was the year where my German channel MHBlacky launched, but it was not under the name MHBlacky, it was under the name BlackRaven600, right? That username was what I thought at the time was the coolest stuff ever, right? Very cool. And yeah, the content that I uploaded was Monster Hunter gameplay content. I was hunting those creatures and doing some commentary while I was at it. I also did a whole walkthrough of some of the Monster Hunter games back then, but this was the golden age of Monster Hunter, what I like to refer to, which was when the series was on PlayStation Portable. Do you remember PlayStation Portable? That was like a thing in 2005, right? So I had the Monster Hunter games on the PSP, and I was really bad at it. The content that I published was super horrible from a gameplay standpoint. I was eating those monster attacks all the time. I was face tanking, going full Inaro style already back then, I was just skill issuing so hard. And I think the only reason why people even watched my old Monster Hunter content was because at the time, when it was PSP exclusive, it was very difficult to actually record gameplay from a PlayStation Portable. Many of the people in the German Monster Hunter community back then, they just used a camera, right? A camera to film their PlayStation Portable. And then they would sort of try to cut out the edges to make it look more professional, but it never did. And that's how I also started, but thanks to a friend, I managed to install some custom-made software on my PlayStation Portable so that I was actually having the chance to do a live screen recording as I was playing the game. And not many people in the community back then had this software and had it installed and running because it was quite complicated to get going. And I think, no doubt, the only reason that anyone would ever watch one of my videos is just because I had this clean, crisp video quality. It can't be because of the gameplay, because I was super bad, and also I don't think I was all too entertaining. Just can't be, right? I don't feel that. I don't see myself there. But that was basically it. And then the channel began growing. I uploaded hundreds of old Monster Hunter videos, which by now they are not deleted. They're still on my German MHBlacky channel, but I set them to private because, I'm a Warframe guy right now. But yeah, if any of the old German viewers from the MHBlacky channel are still in the audience right now, you are absolute legends. Maybe you can write me in the comments down below why you actually started watching these videos, because I'm really not sure. Like, I know you guys are here because of the Warframe guides, you know, because you needed help with the game and I just happened to be there. My thumbnails happened to be catchy, so now you're here. But like back then, my thumbnails sucked, my gameplay sucked, and I don't think I was all too much entertaining at the same time, so the only thing that I can realistically think of was the video quality was there, but that seemingly was enough because back in the day, you know, the German Monster Hunter scene was a very tightly knit community. Like, I can remember when the old Monster Hunter channel broke the 2,000 subscriber mark. Like, that was a really big milestone. I felt like a superstar. Like, I can still remember I went to school the next day and I was like, dang, boy, I have 2,000 YouTube subscribers. Everybody bowed down to me. You know what I mean? Yeah, I felt like I'm being on top of the world, but yeah, it was a super nice time back then, the Monster Hunter days, the good old days. I still have contact with some of the people that I met back then. One of my closest friends, even though we rarely see each other, which is very unfortunate. But yeah, there are a few people that I met during the Monster Hunter days that I still have contact with, and I'm super grateful and happy for that. But yeah, enough about Monster Hunter right now. Let's switch the topic back to why you're here, which is Warframe. See, what most people don't know is that I actually played Warframe already in the closed beta back in 2012. Please don't quote me on that because I think I had a different account back then. The one that I'm running right now is 2013. So I think I created a new one, like this one, this MHBlacky account, when the Warframe game officially launched in 2013. But yeah, I was there when the game launched. I missed the chance to get the Excalibur Prime, which haunts me to this day. You cannot believe the amount of salt that I feel not having Excalibur Prime. Like, honestly, this is like a wound in salt. But yeah, I started 2013, played a bit, and then forgot the game for like 5 years. And then in 2018-ish, somewhere around that area, I was in university and I was about to graduate, right? There was only one single exam left that I had to pass, and then I would be done. But the thing is, everybody who's studying among you would probably know this. If you fail an exam, then, at least in my university, you had to wait for another 6 months before you had the chance to attend this exam again when it would regularly be held for the next semester. So basically the situation I was in is I have my entire studies finished except this one exam, right? And now I have half a year and nothing to do except learning for one exam, right? So you can imagine I was playing a whole lot of video games back then. I was just sitting at home in my mom's basement, you know, playing games. And Warframe happened to be the one that I got back into with 2 university friends, sitting for hours and hours on end every single day. You know, they were in a similar situation. We had time and time and time, and we invested all that time in Warframe. Those two stopped playing like in late 2019, 2020-ish, I think, but, you know, I kept on going, and during the year of 2019, I started to think, well, the game is quite complicated, right? But by now, I've invested so much time into it, I understand it, so why don't I just switch my content from Monster Hunter to Warframe? And that's basically when the whole MHBlacky story started on my German channel. And after some months, I saw some reasonable success, and it was an absolutely nice experience. And by the way, if any of the German people are still watching, I am going to get back to also releasing these videos in German on the other channel, so don't worry, we're gonna see that very soon. But yeah, I pretty much did that. At the time I was already working, and when I came back from work I was doing some Warframe videos. It was nice and it was making me a little bit of pocket money on the side, right? And then in 2022, my girlfriend, who is not natively German, so we speak English here at home on a day-to-day basis, she was like, why you're actually not doing the videos in English? Couldn't you have like more viewers if you were actually talking to an international audience? And I was like, yeah, I was thinking about that, but I'm not so confident in my pronunciation, you know, my accent. I think, why would anyone listen to a German guy explaining stuff if they're like American or native English people explaining the same things already, right? And like, she kind of pushed me to even start this English MHBlacky channel, which is crazy if I think about it. But yeah, if you look at my first video on this channel, you can absolutely hear how insecure I was in how I was talking, you know, how I was pronouncing stuff. It's kind of cringe if I look back at it, to be honest. But yeah, I am super pumped that she actually did it and that she pushed me to do it. because from pretty much the first video on, it started being really successful because of all of your awesome support, and the rest is history. Actually, it's kind of crazy when you think about it. So many things have happened over the years, so many different interests, and somehow YouTube has always stuck. I think if I could go back in time and talk to my teenage me and would tell him, hey, you're gonna become a YouTuber one day, he would think, who is this crazy man? And be like, nah, I would never grow a beard. Trust me, past teenage MHBlacky, that goat beard only style never looked good. That was the reason you never got any girls. It wasn't about the character, it was about the goat beard. Okay, but back to the topic. Honestly, before we go to the giveaway right now, I just want to give you all a huge shout out. I mean it when I say that this has been an absolutely awesome ride, and I mean, in the end, it has allowed me, every single one of you has allowed me to make my dream come true, to live my dream and become a full-time YouTuber. This was what I had always in mind since I was a teenager. Something with gaming, something with video creation. I feel like I was always meant to do something in that direction, and I am so pumped that this has worked out and that all of your support allows me to keep going this path, and I hope that this path has many more awesome moments for all of us. And yeah, we're gonna see what the future brings for the channel. I have quite some plans for 2024. I know you're eagerly waiting for the giveaway, so let's talk about that right now. Sponsored by the Warframe developers Digital Extremes, what we're gonna give away is a Gauss Prime Access Pack, so you can go and build my Red Crit Crazy Gauss from that video a couple of weeks ago yourself with that Prime Access Pack. And in addition to that Gauss Prime Access Pack, we're going to have 2 lucky Tenno who win another 1,000 platinum each. So we're going to have 3 winners in total. 1 wins the Gauss Prime Access Pack and 2 more win 1,000 platinum each. All you need to do in order to partake in that giveaway is write me a comment down below with your Warframe in-game name and the platform that you're playing on. By the way, if you're playing on phone, then you just write iOS or mobile or whatever. I know what you mean, right? You have time till Sunday morning, basically at midnight, the night from Saturday to Sunday. That will be the deadline for the giveaway. And then the 3 lucky winners will be determined. I will forward these names to Digital Extremes, and then you can be happy that you won a prize. I wish you all the best of luck with the giveaway. Might the Lotus bless you, and we see each other, hopefully in the next one. Until then, as always, you know the drill. Good loot.